remember correctly, in 1969, didn't he actually beat Arnold, or was that was 69?
Yeah, Sergio beat Arnold in 69, and then Arnold beat him in 1970. So that was the next year. Yeah.
So in other words, Sergio actually did beat Arnold a year later,
Yeah.
and then Arnold, of course, he started. That's when he started to really refine his physique.
Right.
And of course, 1970, after that, I think he also beat him in 72 also.
Yeah.
Sergio wasn't allowed to compete in 71, I think, because of some sort of political thing with the IFBB.
Right.
Because Sergio he had competed in Surgeon Brace Federation there in Europe or something like that.
No, it was the NABA universe against Bill Pearl, remember? When Bill Pearl beat him.
You're right.
Yeah.
The NABA universe, right.
Yeah.
So he skipped 71. And of course, in 72, that was the one show in Germany.
Yeah, that's in Germany.
State, which remains very controversial. I wasn't at that one either, but I remember I ran into a couple of the guys that competed about about a week after the show. I remember running into Frank Zane and asking him, and he said that he told me Sergio should have won. Sergio better shape than Arnold. And I asked about three other guys who I can't even remember who were also in the show or who were there. They also repeated the same thing. Sergio should have won.
Wow.
The only one bodybuilder. I didn't ask Arnold, but only one bodybuilder who I spoke to about it said that Arnold should have won. That was Franco Colombo.
Yeah, of course, his buddy.
He said, Arnold's the best. He goes. Sure enough, again, when the photos came out, honestly, to this day, it's not that Arnold looked bad, but Sergio was at his all-time
best, right?
Absolutely phenomenal that year. I still think that Sergio, I don't know if Arnold would admit that today. He gave credit to Frank Zane, but I don't know if he, I don't think he'd give credit to Sergio for being better that year, but I believe he was. I think most people agree.
You saw Sergio in 66 when he was competing against Larry Scott. He was much better in 68, right? He was much bigger.
Much better.
Yeah.
He was bigger. He was like 30, 40, well, not 40, but it looked like he was like 20, 30% bigger.
Yeah.
And he was also much harder.
Yeah.
Because when he competed against Scott, he was more or less kind of fresh off being an Olympic weightlifter. He had only had 2 years of bodybuilding, straight bodybuilding training at the time.
Yeah.
So he was nowhere near his potential, which started to come out like you say around maybe 68, 69. That's when he peaked, I believe, in 72. That's when you had the greatest Sergio of all.
Right. Bodybuilding Heroes and Legends Volume 1 by John Hansen is the book that celebrates the golden age of bodybuilding. This was the era in which legends such as Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sergio Oliva, Frank Zane, Robbie Robinson, Cal Scalak, and Mike Menser battled it out on stage for the biggest titles in bodybuilding. Read about some of the most exciting competitions that took place in the 1970s, including the Oliva-Schwarzenegger battles, Zane's first Olympia victory, and Scalak's controversial Mr. Olympia appearance, and much more. Filled with inspiring images of some of the greatest bodybuilders in the history of the sport, Bodybuilding Heroes and Legends Volume 1 is now available on Amazon.com or email John directly at naturalolympia@gmail.com.